Yo, what up, my beautiful Dowdies? How's everyone doing today? I'm your host, Fao. Let's talk about HOYOVERSE. I think we can all agree that HOYOVERSE is clearly showing their bias towards certain characters. Is this a problem for the other characters or for the health of the game? There's a few factors at hand here and why this is the case. There's two sides to this story. If a character is very popular by HOYOVERSE and with the community, then I get, of course, that HOYOVERSE is going to make these characters as fun and broken as possible because they know they're going to get a lot of money from this character. This character was none other than Acheron. Acheron is a Raiden copy or a Raiden unit. Raiden Shogun, Raiden Ai, Raiden Mei. This is a character in the HOYOVERSE that is very loved by both HOYOVERSE and the community. And in Honkai Star Rail, she's called Acheron. She's always like a lightning goddess or something to do with lightning. She has a big katana most of the time. And this character is extremely loved by the community, one of the fan favorites, and HOYOVERSE also really likes this character. So the combination of the two is going to make a baby, if you can say it like that, which will be a broken, cool-looking character with insane animation and with very cool trailers and just a lot of love. And we clearly got to see that. Acheron, however, was done right. Acheron got a whole brand new idea in her kit. You know, the energy, the core concept of this game got completely taken away, and it is with debuffs. You don't have energy, we just have a certain amount of stacks you need to reach. And on top of that, she was an agility character, not like a destruction or a hunt, whatever. She was an agility character with crit-based stats. It was a very interesting concept and for sure was a very cool character. Now, a character that was done wrong, in my opinion, is still Robin. Robin was, for me, a character that clearly was a favorite from HOYOVERSE. They could do a lot of branding in the game itself. They made songs with her. She got an album. She got released after a bunch of other Harmony characters were there. She was a very overhyped character, in my opinion. And there's another video about that in my channel. Disagree or agree, I do think Robin is stealing the show when she's not supposed to. Even though that her whole design is like that. Let's take her brother, for an example. Sunday got forgotten in the dirt because of Robin and how she was portrayed. Sunday is still not released when he got released before her. You know, we got to know about something before Robin. And Robin was just a favorite from HOYOVERSE and she got a lot of special treatment. And because of that, other characters maybe suffer from it. And this is the exact same case with the big one that we have right now, Firefly. Firefly is 100,000% HOYOVERSE's favorite characters of right now. Firefly is so popular and so favorited by HOYOVERSE that she gets a whole animation. Her trailers are longer than usual. She gets exclusive gameplay content like the new Orb and Robe that is coming out, the new planner set. It is really catered for Firefly. Bootail is also a new break character. It's a little bit upsetting and sad to see that Bootail doesn't get a new Orb and Robe because it's only for fire weakness. Firefly is a fire destruction character, always one step ahead of Bootail because she's being treated better and it's their favorite. Now, they're also doing this because, again, the community really likes Firefly. Firefly is extremely popular because of the story, you know, the kind of little bit of the dating cutesy simulation between Kalis and her. You know, they're really trying to make Firefly special and they are treating her special in the story or anywhere else. And the community is all up for it. You know, there are a lot of people really like Firefly and have a special place in their heart for her because of how everything went. And she has a really cool mech transformation, which a lot of people also think is very insane and very cool. So there's a lot of things that Firefly has, which makes her also very likable or very popular. And HOYOVERSE knows this and they're capitalizing on this. And right now they really picked a favorite and they're biased towards it. And again, we can see this with the Orb and Robe, for instance. Or that Firefly is getting super break in her kit and Bootail is not. And there's always a little bit of steps here and there that she's just faster, better, stronger than Bootail. Now again, I talked about this in the video before about the whole Bootail situation. Bootail's still an amazing character and he's very good and he's going to, whatever they throw at Firefly, Bootail's going to succeed no matter what because it's just a very strong character. Very strong, right? Like top 5 DPS, 100%. However, because Firefly is getting that bias treatment and that favorite treatment, it is a bit awkward to see Bootail just being released and Firefly always being a step ahead. If Firefly wasn't so special and being favored right now, then new planner set would maybe just be a new whole universal break set instead of just fire weakness. And I'm really starting to think that this might become a little bit of a problem because I said this in a previous video as well. Because they pick favorites, other characters might suffer from it, like Robin, Sunday, Firefly, Bootail. And now there's going to be March. March is a fan favorite from the community as well, and HOYOVERSE really likes March as well. March always gets like a special treatment everywhere. She got a different outfit once in that one event, and now she's going to get a different form. They really like March 7th. She's the mascot of the game, which makes sense. However, she's going to be an imaginary hunt character in her new form. And we already have a hunt imaginary character in the game. I said this before in a previous video. I think that March 7th is going to be a better DPS than Dr. Ratio because of their bias. Not because I want it to be, not because I like March more than Dr. Ratio, purely because of HOYOVERSE. HOYOVERSE is going to make March 7th a better unit, I think. Now, this is going to be a speculation. This is just my thoughts on this. Because we can clearly see more bias, more favoritism in these certain characters. If March will become like a break character, then it's going to be very hard for Dr. Ratio to keep up with March 7th, because March 7th is going to be way easier to build. March 7th is going to have way more free-to-play options. The Harmony Trailblazers in there already. Now Run May is going to get a rerun. You know, there's a lot of easy accessible stuff. We're going to get a free Gallagher if you want. Gallagher is going to be on the banner. March 7th's space where she can breathe in right now is going to be way better than Dr. Ratio. Dr. Ratio has Aventurine as a limited character. Robin as a limited character. Topaz as a limited character. On top of that, they all just passed. So if you do picked up a free Dr. Ratio, which is also not the case anymore, then you're just it's way harder to get a Dr. Ratio online or to make a better team around. Hey, pause the video right now. Over 90% of you people that watch my videos actually are not subscribed to my channel. It would mean a lot to me if you would actually consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind after. Let's continue with the video. And that's because the bias, right? They're really making sure the story and the characters are going in a certain order, which now March 7th is the next one. First, we have Firefly, and then March 7th. And then they're going to treat her special and going to treat her better. And this could be a little bit of an issue for the health of the game. But I get HOYOVERSE as well because it's a gacha game. Nothing in a gacha game is confirmed. Nothing is safe. There's always going to be better characters along the way, and there's always going to be better options or faster, better, stronger characters. Now, the whole game itself can evolve, and the whole game right now is evolving with break meta and the rise and just all the endgame content that we're getting. We're really seeing a pick and choose meta. We need more gaps to fill, and we need more and better team building, which is really fun, and that is healthy for the game. Look what character is popular with HOYOVERSE and the community. You know, what HOYOVERSE really thinks is a good character, or what character they really like. And on top of that, really look at what the community thinks is a good character. What character they really like. If you combine the two, you're always going to have a safe option in this game. And I think that's how you can really maybe make decisions in the game as well. Because this bias thing, this favoritism in the game, makes other characters better or stronger than other characters. So right now, Firefly is going to be favored from HOYOVERSE and from the community. If you already saw this coming, or you already speculated this, then you could have skipped Boot Hill by default and then went for Firefly to just have a better and smoother progression through the game. And look out for this, right? This is also more of like a talking with you guys, you know, what you guys think about the bias, if it's a problem or not. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this, because this does help you with account building as well. Let's say Yun Li is coming out, the new physical destruction character. If that's going to be a favorite from HOYOVERSE or from the community, then she's probably going to be very strong. And that's something that you can then consider pulling, because you already know, yeah, this character is going to be good and I have no worries, right? And this is clearly showing with other banners as well. If you look at Argenti, Argenti is not popular with the community, or at least, you know, the overall community. And HOYOVERSE also doesn't really care that much about Argenti. Look at what happened here. We're getting Firefly and Run May as a banner, and then after, Argenti is getting a really random rerun that no one cares about, because they know, right? They know we don't care, you don't care. The bias is not there, so we just put Jade and Argenti after Firefly and Run May, because we're not going to get any seals on that anyway. And that's how dangerous this can be, because I'm starting to think that we can really view these characters through a biased glass. What does HOYOVERSE think? What does the community think? And then we're going to see a certain treatment. Now, everyone has different taste and everyone has different opinions. So if Boot Hill for you was like an insane character, like design-wise, you just love Boot Hill way more than Firefly, they're not gonna put out characters that are just bad and that no one wants to summon for, right? So they are going to make characters strong, but because the favoritism and bias is there, they're going to make other characters stronger or better and have more accessible things. Like, again, that new planner set is coming out for Firefly. So do be on the lookout, you know? Do be careful with how they are portraying these characters. If you can already see a new animation for a certain character, or more love in a certain area, then these characters are going to get more of a special treatment and maybe be stronger than other characters. I do think all new characters in the game are always going to be very worth it to summon for. That's another video that I made. I do think overall the rerun characters have a little bit less value because of just older characters, unless they were always broken, like again a Runmei. Runmei was broken from the beginning, probably going to be very strong to the end of time. That's going to be a very good rerun character. But if we look at other characters, maybe like a Zayla, like an Argenti, like a Dr. Ratio, those characters will always be good and will probably always have potential, but there's going to be way better options along the way. There's going to be a better Hunt follow-up attack character. There's going to be new follow-up attack characters than for Dr. Ratio. There's going to be better AoE characters like Argenti, you know? There's going to be overall better Hunt characters, right? If you have a Bootheel, I feel like Bootheel's way better option than Zayla. So if Zayla is going to get a rerun, a lot of people that probably don't care because you already have a Bootheel, you know? So look out for this, you know? Look what HOYOVERSE is doing, look what the community is thinking, and see what's up if you do care about bigger numbers. Because again, on this channel, we always say, pick the characters and pull the characters that you really want. If you really liked Bootheel way more than Firefly, and you have Bootheel over Firefly, then you're the winner, you know? That's why it is so important to pick characters that you want. A little bit more damage or a little bit more comfort in character building. Doesn't matter if you cannot play the character that you really like. So it's going to be a bit sad then if your character is a little bit less loved by HOYOVERSE than another character, but that is gacha games. Yet again, we cannot have characters on the same line, and there's always going to be better options. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the whole favorism and bias from HOYOVERSE. If you think it's a problem in the long run, because it is getting a little bit more and more in my opinion. The last few months we really saw bigger bias from them. And if you guys think it's a really big problem, or if it's going to become a problem, because if it's going to continue like this, it could escalate into a way where they can only show love and care in only the characters that they really like, or the ones they feel like would get the most sales, you know? That could become a little bit of a problem. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and if the overall HOYOVERSE treatment for these characters is going to be a big problem, or is not a problem at all, and everything is just a marketing strategy. I would love to hear you guys' takes on this. And make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Means the world to me if you could do that. Make sure to join the Discord. We're trying to grow the community even further. And if you want to support the channel even further, then become a member. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. See you for the next video. Take care. Peace.